Hey everyone, my name is Troy from TechGamesEtc, and today I'm going to reveal Advanced Warfare's deadly little secret. Now, before I get started, if you didn't see my last video where I finally give my second video of my loadout, of my assault loadout, and why I made the changes I did, actually what's on your screen right now is the changes I made. You can go ahead, look in the description box below for a link to that video. Now let's get started. On your screen right now, you see my loadout. And if you look at my Exo launcher, I have 2 stun grenades. This is a deadly little secret that I believe not a lot of people know about on Advanced Warfare. Because if they did, I think these will get spammed. Now, if we go ahead and go to the firing range, and of course we have the stun grenades. One thing about the stun grenades is that you can manually set these things off. So you see on my screen it says double tap X to manually detonate the grenade. And also on, I'm using the Xbox One right now. Also for the PlayStation 4, that button will be square. And if you double tap it before it comes out, it can explode. At the end of this video, when I give my pro tips, quote unquote, I'm going to show you real world scenarios in game of this actually working. But the reason why I say that this is a really deadly secret weapon is because if Call of Duty community, if the COD community really wanted to, they can spam this to the point where Sledgehammer Games have to release a patch. Most of the time when I use these grenades, I will will disorient the enemy for a split second and come up and kill them. And so when you do this, you don't necessarily have to cook these. You can just let it go and tap it twice, and you can do it real quick. Sometimes I use these to evade. Like when I come around a corner, I'll shoot it in the corner and start running. And when someone comes around, they're actually disoriented. Now, let's get to this video while I give you some of these pro tips and you see me working in action. Now, some of the things you have to keep in mind, like I said before, you don't have to cook it like the regular frag grenades. Also, when you're going after the kill, you have to be aware. You're going to see some clips of me actually flashbanging myself. Always keep that in mind. Don't directly try to set this flashbang off in front of you. These are like real short clips, so it's going to repeat because I noticed this last night and I made the changes this morning. Actually, I played 6 hours of this game this morning. I played all the way up until 6 a.m. Yeah, it's the addiction is real. So anyway, but you're gonna see the clips play over and over. But some things you have to keep in mind is that when you go after the kill, you're gonna see this one time where the guy is actually blinded like this. It was on the map Detroit, and I came up and tried to kill him, but it actually left me exposed. But also, try aiming in front of the enemy as much as you can. If you aim on the side of the enemy, it's going to disorient them a little bit, but you can always go after, you can still always go after the kill, but you really have a really short window to do anything. Also, okay, I said that, okay, make sure when you're applying these tactics, applying these tips, that this is like your last resort. Don't try to live and die by this ability. Know when to actually do it. Like, know when it's time to actually do it. Like, sometimes you're going to see me quickly shoot it out. That's how serious it gets. You're going to get to a point where you can gauge where this grenade is going, where this stun grenade is going, and you can set it off like that. Also, keep in mind, you can't manually detonate when it gets to a certain distance. Maybe it's the balancing thing, or maybe it's a glitch. I don't know, but make sure you actually keep that in mind. Don't shoot it too far and try to detonate it. Yourself. Also, this is very important. Be aware that when the enemies are blinded, they can still blind fire. There's been times when the enemy's like this, but they can still shoot their gun. Like, they can really shoot their gun. And my soldier actually died because I was right there in front of them, and they blind fired me, and they got the kill on me. So keep that in mind as well. Now, also, I'm glad they balanced this out a little bit. They balanced it out a lot. You cannot launch a grenade while you're boosting. Strafing left, strafing right, strafing forward, strafing back. That's a balancing thing. I'm glad that's implied. Don't let the grenade go too far. And that's pretty much it. But I believe that this can be a secret weapon. If you don't know it by now, I did not know this until I stumbled on. I was like, wait a minute, I can manually detonate this? And I started to think, and I went into the firing range like, how can I apply this to my style? And I'm enjoying it so far. You see me getting the kills. You see me making these mistakes. But there y'all go, man. There y'all have it. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this video? Was it helpful? Do you think that you can apply? Do you think this is going to be spammed eventually? Just let me know in the comment section below. And as always, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps out a lot. So I'll see you later. Thanks a lot.